sheet earlier. I can tell you the exact amount. It was $179.12. And I sat in my office and I scrolled through the trial balances, and I scrolled through trial balances drill down, and AP vendor drill down, looked at the same amount. After scrolling for about an hour, I said, I got Chris's stand. They know, I know for a fact this isn't in there. So I go into Chris's office and say, Chris, this one's not there, you're gonna have to find it. He said, oh really? He goes to the trial balance, he scrolls up and down the 3 sheets I found, stops and looks at it and says, hey CJ, look at those 2 numbers. I was like, 150 something, 20 something, what are you talking about? Add them together, they added up to 179.12. So I don't know everything, and I got this for myself, home myself. Just an overview of everything I've done. At the beginning of the summer, when I walked to Chris' office, he said our big goal this summer was to create a paperless system, basically getting rid of all the folders you see in front of you and trying to narrow everything down into viewpoint to where you don't have to come downstairs and you can stay out of the dungeon and you can stay upstairs and look at viewpoint and find everything you need. I honestly, in my opinion, I think we succeeded, and I hope that once I go off to college, I'll get a call from Billy saying that he's sweating in khakis, trying to put a box of these folders in the attic. Viewpoint, I think overall we made viewpoint a lot easier for everybody to view. I think it's going to be a lot different now, and everything will be a lot easier for you to find. I definitely would say I've definitely gotten better at Excel because I didn't really have a choice working in the accounting department. And so I think hopefully that'll help me in school. And I definitely learned a lot about accounting, and I now have an office directory on my email. So if I ever have accounting homework, I know who to call. Next slide. Last but not least, before I got here this summer, I had no idea how scary a sticky note would be. Until I left my office and I came back and there was a blue sticky note that said, come see me, -EY. And I had flashbacks and I said, when Chris gets to come see me and Stan and Jennifer and Cindy gets to come see me, it's never been a good thing. So I was kind of panicking there. And then over time, these come see me turns into phone calls, which made me very good with trailers and broken razors. And I'm going to tell you, I've watched so many razors this summer, I think I can start my own job. So if y'all ever find Bernard, you let me know. I can come back and do it for you. And last but not least, one of the biggest things I learned this summer is if you want to stay happy in the office, you keep these 2 faces happy and you'll be good. Any questions? Yeah.
So, quite frankly, I'm seeing a whole other side to you because I was affiliated with you last year in your internship. I will admit that I felt like you were going to the dark side when I saw you downstairs with those guys, and they were being very protective of you. Like, I had my sights on you, and I wanted you for myself this year, and I didn't get you. But my question is what's your goal when you graduate? I mean, what do you really want to do with yourself? Where do you want to be?
Well, honestly, I told myself multiple times that, I want to put myself in a position where I can grow. And so, I'd love to work for y'all's company, and I think it'd be great, but I also, no matter what I do after school, I want to put myself in a position where I know that after a couple of years, I can keep building myself up. I don't want to limit myself to just one position. And so no matter what I do, I've always determined I don't want to stop at anything I do. So whether I get it here, get it somewhere else, I'm going to find a way to get it,
So we could count on you replacing Stan when you graduate.
I don't know if you've noticed, but if you look by Stan's desk, there's a name tag that says CJ Young.
Thank you.
Is accounting, or are you looking more towards life? Like, is this push you more towards accounting? This internship push you away from accounting? Undetermined? That's an honest question.
It's pushed me closer to Chris and Stan for sure, but I wouldn't say it pushed me closer to accounting. First summer I got here, I asked everybody, they're like, what do you want to do, field or office? And Billy and Zach said office right away. I said, it wouldn't hurt to learn from the bottom up, so I didn't mind going to the field. So I went to the field and I liked it, but I don't know if it's for me. And I've been moving around to accounting, the field, and everything. And I think the next next field I want to try is either project management, or project estimate.
I will suggest that you take advantage of an individual that's with us today. Rob Kelly's here. He's a CPA, I guess you're a forensic accountant? Is that what you would call yourself? And you talk about a guy that's had an interesting set of checklists that he's working on to make sure he gets to do everything in life as an accountant. That's an interesting individual right there. You gotta talk to him about what he's done.
I'll take up on that.
He travels a lot, too.
Yeah, he does.
He works a lot too.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does.
Did it help you work in the field when you were doing the photos of the equipment? Did it make a little bit more sense knowing you had been around those pieces of equipment?
Yeah, it definitely did.
Saw a 490 or when you saw an excavator, you knew what that was?
Yeah, it definitely did. That's what one thing I like about the field is it was fun in the first year, but my biggest thing was, I don't know, I don't like feeling like I know the least out of everybody I'm around, you know? And so for me, I was determined like, okay, this is cool being around equipment. I learned the equipment. I learned, work with the mechanic. I learned how they operate. I know what hydraulic oil is, sadly. I know how to fix stuff and like, for me, it was like, I'm sitting on Georgia Dome site and they're building a vault and they're doing this and this retaining wall and this and that. And my biggest thing was I want to get in the office to where I can learn what those things are. And so like, it was a cool experience to learn and see the equipment. So now I feel like if I ever get upstairs or get down here where somebody's talking about something about the equipment or a job site, I'll know what they're talking about. Like I've seen it firsthand. Any other questions? Chris, anything?
He's gonna
When's
miss
your
you.
next intern break coming up?
I'll be back with a break, I'm sure.
So how much longer in school do you have?
Because of my transfer from my first year, I think I'll come back and do at least another summer, and then I'll probably have a semester after that.
So you got another intern program next year?
That's what it's.
Are you keeping your major the same?
Business management, yeah, I plan that. I may, if anything changes, Kennesaw just combined with Southern Polytech. I don't know if anybody knows it, but it has a really strong construction program. If I changed my mind, I could narrow my major down to construction. So right now,
Scott Sullivan graduated with that, if you had any questions. He graduated from Southern Poly with that.
Arlen Toy, who started that program and actually passed away just recently, he actually was one of the major professors at University of Florida that I've actually studied under. So it's a good program. I can tell you one thing, I can tell you for most of the folks here is, I would continue to have the, I guess, the determination that you have.
I appreciate it.
Good job.
Yeah.